is Mallory.
Hi.
Introduce yourself.
So I'm Mallory from Mallory Does Your Hair, and I'm a hairstylist. I'm Gal's hairstylist, and I've been Gal's hairstylist for, I don't know, like a decade or something.
A long time.
Long time. So I've been with her entire curly hair journey.
You kickstarted it.
From the time where you used to just like blow dry your hair and curl it and straighten it all the time. Could you imagine even doing that every 2 days or something?
Yeah.
I mean, we went to high school together. We go way back. Actually, we went to elementary school together.
Yeah. We figured that out.
Yeah. So,
okay, what if we move my chair forward a little bit?
Yeah, sure. Okay. Go. Yeah, if you guys have any suggestions, if it will get easier to see, if you want me to move or her to move, you can just shoot them out.
Yeah.
If you're having trouble seeing.
And if anybody knows how I can make it so it's not duetting, like I just want one screen, but we don't know what we're doing, so we're gonna try.
Yeah.
Okay. We're gonna try no losses.
Okay, so today we're gonna do a curly wolf cut shag. Curly bangs.
So excited.
Whole 9 yards. We're gonna use a ton of product. We're gonna use a Denman. We're gonna actually we probably won't use a Denman. But I don't personally use a Denman when I create curls. Gal is the queen of perfectly defined like ringlet curls. Mm-hmm. And whenever I style her hair, it's always just like rocker messy.
I love it though.
Rocker messy hair. Like that's my go-to. I love it when it's big and when it's like defined enough that it's not frizzy, but it's still kind of rocker and not so ringlety. So that's my specialty. That's what we're gonna do today.
Yeah.
What are you thinking? I should consult you before you make promises.
Let's do a consult. So my bangs, I loved. I want to take them up again. I should really get them done more often because I loved having the curly bangs and I feel like I figured that situation out.
Yeah.
I loved the haircut last time.
Okay.
So
cool.
like that plus creative license.
Okay, cool. So yeah, it'll be kind of more of like a reshaping.
Mm-hmm.
So whenever I'm doing a consult with a client, remember that consults are your absolute number one. If you don't have your consult down pat, then your service is messed up right from the beginning. You have to know what your client wants, and they have to feel comfortable and confident that you know what they want, so that they can just like put it in your hands and allow you to have creative license and allow you to get the job done without being kind of panicky. And you'll feel that throughout the entire process. You're going to feel that panic. So thorough consultation. And if you don't know, if you're kind of like, I still don't really know what they're asking me for, I say, okay, why don't we look at some photos? I'm not entirely clear what it is that you're looking for, and I really want to be set. Don't be afraid to say that. They're not going to think, oh, this girl doesn't know. She's going to say, oh my God, yes, thank you. I want you to know before you even start. So you can already see from Gal's shape, she still actually has a pretty good shape. She's not getting too triangular yet, but she's definitely lacking in volume through here. Are you liking her length?
It's pretty long right now.
Yeah, it is.
Also, I think I got a little bit of protein overload. I didn't realize the shampoo and the leave-in conditioner and the product I was using all had protein in it.
Okay.
I think that's what happened because what I've been finding is I'm getting really bad like fairy knots, like the, and I think getting rid of the split ends will really help with that. But I just did notice that the last inch or two of my hair was getting a little messed up.
Okay.
And really hard to detangle.
Okay. So do you know that you can protonize and you can, put keratin in your hair, you can put silicones for slip, you can put all the stuff in your hair, but in the end, hair gets old and just needs to be cut. Yeah. So if you're like feeling like the last, little bit of your hair is really hard to manage, like using your cut.
It's not bad right now because it was just washed, but when I get like day 5 hair, it's like
You have knots in your hair on the 5th day of not washing it?
Or brushing it. Okay, get out of here.
Yeah, no.
You should have seen me. I made a video that I'll post later, guys, about me detangling my hair today. And like, oh my God. Anyways, it's a thing. Thanks for joining, Miss Fuzzy. Do you do mixed hair?
Yes, absolutely. I can't remember exactly the like B2 curls, C2 curls, all that stuff, but I'm like halfway, and then past a certain point, I don't have very much experience with like the extremely
for being
hair.
C, for A.
I don't have that much experience with that. But yes, 100%. And if you're ever curious or anything like that, you can always book a consult with me. We can do it virtually. We can do it over FaceTime. So don't be afraid to reach out. I work at Hair Republic in Ottawa, and I'm at the Bank Street location. So you can easily book a virtual consultation online, and we can just talk about your specific hair. So for Gal's haircut, we can see obviously her bangs are all grown out and such. But yeah, she's actually not really losing her shape. Since she wants to take off a little bit off of the bottom, once we take a little bit off the bottom, her shape is going to drop. So I'm going to need to pull everything back up and give her some texturizing through this kind of interior through the top so that it doesn't get too flat on top. She has a lot of hair.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't necessarily want to make her layers too short because I don't want it too high for her to have like a mushroom and then this like ends through the bottom. But I do want to texturize through this top layer to create shorter pieces so that she gets even more bounce. Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. I'm gonna re-wet her hair at the sink, which is right here. So we're gonna pop out the camera for.
No, we're gonna be on one of the frames.
We're gonna be with the frames.
Yeah, that's why we got this sucker right here.
You're so tacky. We're in my house right now, just to let you know. I don't do hair out of my house. My husband is a plumber, and he was sick of me cutting like my family and my best friend's hair in our kitchen. And having hair all over the place all the time. So he built me this really convenient little studio in the basement. But I don't cut hair from home.
No.
Just gonna do a bit of conditioner.
Yeah, that's right.
Honestly, it feels great. It feels really good.
Okay. I'm not happy with it right now.
Why?
Well, I think it's because I was using too much protein, like I said. But it could also just be like it really needed a cut. I know for sure the ends were a problem. But it's been like, I don't know. It's been better since I've stopped using the shampoo that I was using that had protein in it.
Okay, yeah. Over-proteinizing your hair can be a bad thing.
Yeah.
Guys, if all your products say like keratin,
Or strengthen and restore.
it can definitely be a bit much. So you need to be careful about the proteins that you're putting in your hair.
Yeah.
Because protein overload can have reverse effects. It makes your hair very dry. It can make it kind of brittle.
And you know what I found out is, do you remember how I really struggled with when I started using the Kinky Coily formula with Lux? I don't know if they can hear us, but it has protein in it, and the wavy formula or the curly formula doesn't.
Can you guys hear us?
Huh. When we're talking over here?
Are you doing a wolf cut again? Yes, we are. We are doing a wolf cut again.
Yeah.
Yeah, they can hear us.
So the Kinky Coily formula has protein in it, and I think maybe some of the other products I was using on my hair at the time had protein as well. So that's why I was okay when I was using the curly formula. And then when I switched to the Kinky Coily formula and I was using it every single day, I think I got protein overload.
Yeah, totally.
And I think that's what happened at the time because the curly formula doesn't have protein.
And that's exactly what happens. It's a
Yeah.
perfect example of over-proteinizing your hair.
Yeah. And my hair is like, it's probably normal porosity, but it's closer to low porosity than it is high porosity. And it just like doesn't seem to need much protein. I get protein overload pretty easily, it seems.
There we are.
Okay.
Come on back.
And just like that, love.
Can you see?
Mm-hmm.
Perfect.
It's actually kind of nice. We got 2 angles. I'm not hating it now. It was bugging me at first, and I'm like, it's kind of nice to have multiple angles.
I guess it. Okay, this is just some leave-in conditioner. I love this stuff. This is Moisture Kick.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah. I'm gonna do it over
It's
here.
linked in my bio if you want to go check it out.
Maybe I'll link it in mine once you teach me how to do that. This is by Schwarzkopf. It's called Moisture Kick, and it's oh my god, it's amazing. It's extremely hydrating. It does not have protein in it, and it's really, really watery. It has a watery consistency, so it's perfect for people who have finer hair, who do need that extra help detangling their hair, but they don't want any weight in their leave-in conditioners. Anything creamy or heavy that they feel like is going to weigh down their curl, this is an amazing solution.
And if you're currently doing a wet refresh on day 2, day 3, day 4 hair, great product for that.
Yeah, totally.
I have migrated. I do dry refresh for 5 days now. Like
Amazing.
Yeah, it's made my routine so much faster. What question should I ask to determine if a hairdresser can cut curly hair? That's a really good question.
That's a really good question. I mean, other than the obvious, do you cut curly hair?
Yeah.
I feel like if a hairstylist is not confident in cutting curly hair, they'll either say no, or they'll say, yeah, like that. They'll go, yeah, like a question, like, yeah, question mark. So I guess if the answer isn't like, yes, I do, what are you looking to do? Then like, I don't know if I would put much confidence in that. Everyone's got to start somewhere though. Everyone's got to learn. So I don't know. I get it.
Someone says they always say yes.
They always say that. Your best bet is to do your research. Go on TikTok, go on Instagram, search hashtags like Ottawa hairstylist or Ottawa curly hair specialist or Ottawa blonde specialist, Ottawa balayage, something like that. And you're going to have a bunch of girls who feel confident enough in their work that A, they're going to post it all over the internet, and they're going to hashtag so that you can find them. So yeah, if you're not confident doing curly hair and you don't have balls to post stuff on the internet about what you can do, you know, yeah, it's a good way to find people. I feel like Instagram and TikTok have made it just so
much easier.
So much easier to find professionals in your area doing the things that you want.
Yeah. Can you recommend a leave-in conditioner for high porosity hair that's available in Canada? So I guess presumably like a heavier.
Yeah,
leave-in?
There's one by Icon. It's called Cure. It's in a pink bottle. And it's fabulous. It's so good. And Icon sells in hair salons all over the place. That one's a really good one. 7 Seconds by Unite. It's Unite is by the same makers. It's by the same makers as Gal's curly hair product.
And this is linked in my bio. And whoever was asking about the Hydro, what's that product called again?
Moisture Kick.
Moisture Kick. It's linked in my bio as well. So go check out the like little hyperlink.
Yeah.
Whatever.
But the Unite products, they all look like this. They're all in white packaging with a beautiful Unite through the side. And they have a leave-in conditioner called 7 Seconds. And it's a little bit heavier, a little bit creamier. Beautiful. And it's not very smelly. Like I find the Moisture Kick has more of a scent to it. It's really beautiful and it kind of dissipates. But the 7 Seconds is very neutral.
That's nice. I've been playing around with some different products lately. And because everyone always thinks I'm so weird that I don't use gel in my hair. Because technically I'm just using a leave-in conditioner and a curl defining cream. But the curl defining cream is doing pretty much the job that gel would be doing. It's giving the definition. But is there, I don't know if you know the answer to this, is there less hold? Like what makes something a cream versus a gel? This is something that I have been marinating on lately.
Yeah. I think you really just need to like try the products.
Yeah, because there's such a variety within each one.
Yes. Like, for example, the Boing by Unite. It's a curl defining cream. Anything with the word defining in it is going to have a similar hold to a gel. Anything that's like a moisturizing curl cream. That's not going to be hard. It's not going to have any kind of cast. Exactly. It's not going to have a cast like the same way a gel or a defining cream would. So if you're looking for something softer than a gel, and still has a little bit of moisture to it, and it's going to have the higher definition, I would put your money towards a curl defining cream. Those are like the words you're looking for.
Yeah.
Okay, when cutting curly hair, guys, you're going to brush your section out, and then you're going to encourage the curl back up. And you can see she's got hair over here that's a completely different curl pattern than hair right here. So if I separate these two, you can see this guy, if I give her a little twirl, is a little bit kinky and way curlier than this guy through the middle. So I really want to kind of push it back up, because when I pull these out straight, for all I know, they could be the exact same length. And then when I pull it out straight and I give an inch off the bottom, all of a sudden, the one that has a different curl pattern that's much tighter goes wing, and it's like this far from her head. We really want to avoid that, because she wears her hair primarily curly pretty much all the time.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to let it be in its natural curl formation, and then I'm going to literally just take my shears and cut a little bit off the bottom. That's it. I'm going to stand back. I'm going to make sure that it's straight. Take my next section. And you always want your sections, they don't have to be perfect, but I like mine to be straight, because you're following a line. Whether you want your eyes to follow that line or not, they're going to. So always make your sections straight. If you have this kind of zigzaggy, not very nice section, your eye will see that and it'll throw you off balance. So do as much as you possibly can to just help yourself to create straight lines in somebody's hair. Curl back up, and then just cut her right along the bottom.
And I think this is when you talk with a curly cut specialist, it's these details that make the difference. I know when you were cutting my bangs last time, you pulled a piece forward that naturally wanted to come forward and cut it the length of my bangs, even though objectively it looked like that spot maybe should have gone to the side. And it's funny because every time I styled my bangs, every time that same piece always went forward.
Yeah.
And I was just thinking to myself, thank God Mallory knew what she was doing and didn't leave this piece to the side, because it would have been like in my face all the time.
All the time. Yes, it's so true. Go. And this is, I'm going to cut off of her bottom. I'm going to cut the length that I think is appropriate for what we want to raise it today. And then once she's dry and styled and I've diffused her hair and all that fun stuff, I'm going to just like kind of cross check, and any like tendril that's just like hanging out where it shouldn't be, I'll give that one a trim as well. So with curly hair, you really, really, really do not need to worry about it being perfect. You don't want perfection in your lines. Her curly hair is not perfect. One curl is different from another. So you're just trying to create balance with your haircut. And you're trying to give the perception that she has, lots of volume up here, and it's even-ish through the bottom, so that when she pulls it forward, it looks even. Even if she pulls her curls and it's off by this much from one side to another, well, she wears her hair pretty much curly all the time. Well, when it's curly, if I cut it straight, when it's straight, when it's curly and it bounces, it's gonna look different. Can you see if they're asking any questions?
Yeah, I just checked. We're good.
We good.
The other thing which we talked about last time, which is getting so much easier now, but it's using Pinterest to bring inspo pics for the haircut that you want. I think we've got two different audiences here, because most of your followers are probably hairdressers, and most of my followers are chicks with curly hair trying to know how to talk to their hairdresser. but going to Pinterest to find inspiration cuts or getting your clients to go on Pinterest and get inspiration pictures of the cut they want is so much easier now because Pinterest actually prompts you to self-identify your curl pattern. Have you seen this?
I didn't know that.
So when you go on Pinterest, if you type in curly cut or whatever, they're going to give you like a little survey that asks you to kind of narrow down what type of curls you're looking for, and then they're going to only show you results that match that.
So smart.
I know.
Good job, Pinterest.
I know.
That's
it's amazing.
Awesome. Oh my gosh.
Killing the game, Pinterest. I swear to God, right that section there, when I'm trying to style that section, it's just like, I feel like the curl pattern changes every 3 hairs.
Oh.
It's so tricky.
Yeah, that would be really annoying.
Okay, so what is a curly wolf cut?
What is a curly wolf cut? A
Yeah.
curly wolf cut is lots of layering through the front. It's these like kind of curly bangs that are created through the front, and then all of your layers are pulled forward to connect that through the front, so that all of your short bits are here. You have lots and lots of short and lots of weight around your eyes and around your cheekbones, and then your length comes from underneath, and everything is pulled forward, so it kind of cascades, gets a little bit longer through the back through your layers. But yeah, it's primarily focused all the short bits right around your face through the front.
Right. And I remember last time we had the question, like, what's the difference between a unicorn cut? It's the viral, like, DIY curly cut that people have been doing on TikTok. Which, I mean, I've seen it work out great for a lot of girls, but last time we talked about the difference between that and a wolf cut was a lot of it is to do with the back of the head, right?
Yes. And yes, the concept is the same, where in hairstyling, you pull your section in the direction. Like if you want it to be short in the front, you're going to pull your section towards the front and it will get longer towards the back. Whereas like an angled bob, for example, or something that's short in the back and then longer in the front, well, you're going to start in the back and then you're going to pull your sections towards the back so that when you let it go, it's all going to you're going to receive length from pulling it all the way back, you know, but it'll all tie together. And so that's the same concept. Everyone's pulling it right towards the front and chopping it here. And then that way, when you let it go, well, all that hair that's traveled from the back all the way to the front, it's going to be long. And all the hair in the front is going to be short.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just like not tailored or texturized at all whatsoever to your, unique curl.
Yeah.
So if you have a one length haircut and you want to create layers, well, yeah, that's going to be a very, very effective and immediate gratifying cut, right? You're going to see a lot of results. But but I swear, if you brought that into a hairstylist who knows what they're doing, they could just like make it 1,000 times better.
Yeah.
You may not know it, you know what I mean? Until you do it, and then you're like, oh, wow. Turns out texture is great. Who knew?
That's so funny. I'm always so impressed with people who have the balls to cut their own hair. I won't even cut my own bangs. I was thinking that like 2 days or right before you reached out to me, Mallory, and I was like, man, should I just like cut such a small amount off that like you could still cut it proper, like my bangs properly, but they were just so long. Like I'm just pulling them to the side. Yeah.
I don't know. I have to admit, cutting curly bangs. Probably shouldn't be giving this advice to people, but like just style it up, take it tendril by tendril, and just like, I don't know, cut it. Just cut it. That's like sincerely what I do when I cut curly bangs. I don't take it, pull it down, and chop it. Nothing like that. But I just like let it do its thing, and then I kind of just like. Anyway.
Hi, Kathleen. the one tip that I remember you giving last time you cut my hair was cutting on the inward turn.
Oh yeah. Whoop. Yeah, that's definitely a thing. To prevent your hair from just like, whoop, you know? I know the sound effects are real right now, but you guys get me.
I'm so excited. Oh, I didn't tell you. So, since I felt like it, I got some Overtone. Have you heard of this brand?
Mm-mm.
Blue hair dye.
Okay.
And I just got one bottle, and they're not very big, so I don't think I can do my whole hair with it. But I was thinking of doing.
I have heard of it. I'm pretty sure I've like seen it on TikTok.
I think it washes out pretty quick. I told my husband it'll wash out in 2 shampoos, but I don't think that's accurate. But it might.
And you want it to be blue?
No, I was thinking of just doing like the 90s Rogue stripes. I don't know what they're called, but like I was thinking of like lifting like that and leaving like just the thing around there, making just that blue.
Okay.
Just for fun.
Yeah.
It won't last very long. It's not even semi-permanent color.
Okay.
But I just wanted to do something different, and I've always wanted to have colorful hair.
So, to my knowledge, that's just like not really how the theory of color works. Like,
it's supposed to be for brunette. Like it's like a really. I know, because you're thinking it has to be blonde underneath, so you won't get any color.
Yeah, I'm just unclear about like what obviously the goal is as well. Like I don't know just how blue we're talking. I don't
well, it's a teal color, but I don't think it's gonna be teal on my hair. I think it's gonna be like a blue tint because of how dark my hair is already.
Yeah.
But it like Overtone is like advertised as being for color on brunette hair.
Okay.
And like I've seen women with like black hair put like some of the tones on top, and like sure it's not the same results.
Yes.
But if you try to, what did that say? Can you read it? If you try to lighten
the hair after using Overtone, it will complicate the process.
Oh, I would never lighten my hair. So
yeah. Yeah. It'll still be in there. Yeah. It doesn't just like wash out. Yeah. For sure.
That's okay. I never color my hair, so we'll see. The worst case scenario is it doesn't show up.
Actually, yeah, we should address that. Thank you very much for all of those people. Concave scream. Thank you for stating that for the record. It's true. People come into me all the time and they're like, "Oh no, I haven't dyed my hair. I haven't chemically altered my hair at all." And I'm like, "Yeah, you want to go completely blonde and you've never dyed your hair, let's say in the last 2 years." They're like, "No. Well, except for that like one manic panic. Or except for that one demi-permanent, or except for that one Overtone. It was just like a thing, but it said it washes out in like 15 washes. No. If you chemically alter your hair, it is in there until it grows out and you cut it off, and it will complicate a lightening process or any of our dyes in salon. It will complicate the process.
Yeah.
Virgin, unchemically touched hair is not the same as something was put in your hair and it just washed out. It never washes out. It never washes out, ever.
Hopefully it doesn't damage my curls. We'll see.
I don't know, girl.
It's gonna be fun.
Yeah.
I never do anything like that, so. Are you like having heart palpitations that I'm doing this?
No.
It wasn't that expensive. I don't have to do it.
Okay. I don't know. Okay, if I thought it was gonna look good, then I would say that you should do it. I just think it's gonna look muddy. In my head, you're like, I'm just gonna put like blue direct dye. Like it's not even a semi-permanent. It's not even a permanent. It has no ammonia. It doesn't lift. I'm just gonna put blue direct dye on my hair, and I'm just like, okay, great. Your hair's gonna look like mud, like brown mixed with blue. It's gonna look like mud. So.
Okay, I'm gonna show you the website after this, and if you still feel that way, then maybe I'll give the Overtone away to a viewer.
Oh yeah.
Somebody who's naturally blonde. Or has lighter hair at least.
Yeah.
It won't be vibrant, it'll be dull.
It'll be dull.
You guys are just hating on
me. Kind of muted?
Yeah.
Yeah, girl, I don't know.
Oh my god, that's so funny. Well, this is why we discuss these things with our hairstylist before we do them.
Yeah, it's so wise. I love it.
Just make sure you've got a hairstylist on speed dial. That's so funny.
Oh man. I recently posted something on TikTok. I posted this like big transformation video, a big before and after of one of my beautiful clients. She's Indian in background, and I posted a before process and after of her like long, never been chemically altered, like very dark brown hair to like blonde.
Yeah.
Like for real blonde.
Yeah.
And I'm really grateful. It definitely got, you know, a lot of views. Like people were really, really interested in that content.
Yeah.
And then
I saw that one.
the like wild influx of global blonde consultations that I received after that, which was great.
Really?
But it was like, it was hard because I was talking on the phone on FaceTime with all these people being like, I want that. That's the process that I want. I'm willing to pay the money. Like, let's do it. And I was like, great. Like, what stuff do you have on your hair right now? And they send me like a picture, and their hair's like halo red, orange with like layers of dye. And I'm like, oh man, this is going to be a long and complicated and expensive process to get you this done. This is not a one-time
Oh my
deal.
gosh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So as soon as you brought up blue overtone, I was like, oh,
Don't do it, gal.
don't do it, gal. Not that you ever have intentions of going blonde. However, we did do that
We
once.
did go blonde. I keep thinking I should post that.
Do you guys want to see gal as a blonde?
Yeah.
We want a really
With blonde straight hair. Actually, you know what?
And an undercut. The under
And an
shaved
undercut.
underneath.
Yeah, I loved it.
You're badass. Still are.
I actually loved it so much. And I think you did a good job of, like, it wasn't, like, it was kind of a gradient. I mean, it was balayage. But it was kind of a little bit darker at the root. So even as it grew out, I found it didn't look like it had a harsh line or anything like that. It grew out really nicely. And I would have thought I couldn't pull off blonde, but I just feel like I
thought it looked really good on you, actually.
Yeah. It was like a little bit of a darker blonde. Or like
warmer.
I don't know.
It wasn't super ashy. It wasn't super ashy. It was kind of like beigey warm. Had some honey tones in there, but it was really, it looked really good on your skin. It looked really nice.
Yeah.
Okay. This is a good one. So I'm sectioning out her bangs. I'm making sure that I don't include her bangs in this process, so I can see exactly where her bangs are, where that section was. There we are. I'm pushing those forward. So I'm literally just going to go around, tilt your head forward, the top of her head. And from underneath, I'm going to pick out sections. Just like this. They're not supposed to be clean. They're not supposed to be perfect. They're just supposed to be little sections like that. Not right along her part. Kind of from underneath, like if her hair naturally parts here, I'm taking my sections from kind of underneath there. There we are. And then I'm going to take a few from right around her crown in the interior. There we are. This is amazing too, to create lots of volume and like shaggy texture in very fine straight hair as well. I'm going to pull it straight up, and I'm just going to cut it to a completely different length than everything else in a haircut. I don't want it too short. There we go. And that's where all my short little pops, short little springs are going to come from without creating a mushroom layer effect that's too short. It's just the kind of those shorter springs from within.
You have questions? No questions. Oh, don't worry about that. But yeah, she's cutting my hair. We're doing a curly wolf cut, and you had your first diva cut. That's so exciting. What is a diva cut?
Oh.
It's a type of curly cut.
Yeah. A diva cut is by like a the diva curl is like a whole line, and
Yeah.
they have experienced diva curl stylists within the line, so you can go to like a diva curl salon and get a diva cut by someone who's specifically trained in curly hair through this line.
Oh, I always wondered what that was.
Mm-hmm.
Looks like a mushroom. Oh no.
Oh no. Sometimes that could be cool. Kinda.
It can be a vibe.
Oh. Okay. One thing you guys should know about Moisture Kick is that it's slippery as hell. So if you're spraying it in your bathroom, I highly recommend just like hopping in the tub and spraying yourself down before you get out of your tub, and then rinsing your tub down. Because I've had like 3 clients come and be like, yeah, my boyfriend slipped and fell in the tub because I was putting my hairspray in.
Oh, whoops.
Yeah, whoops. Very, very slippery. Okay, I think I'm gonna sit you back again.
Okay. Was that somewhere?
Yes.
Sorry.
Here, let me get all ready before you lay back.
Oh, man, that's sticky. Is that better? It was kind of high. There we go. Oh, now you're out of it.
That's okay.
No.
You don't need me in it.
Yeah, we do.
All right.
You're the star of the show, boo. Okay.
Literally, I just got sweaty when you said that. Like, I love teaching. I love, like, cutting. And I just hate performing. I do. I hate it.
You get used to it.
Yeah, you're really good at it. I remember when you were like, yeah, just take a video and post it on your TikTok so you can, like, advertise for this. I took, like, 47 clips of myself, and I was like, never mind. Just never mind.
You make great TikToks, though.
When I'm not in them, yeah. Luckily, in my line of work, you don't have to be. Okay, so I'm just re-wetting her because I just spent the last 25 minutes pulling apart her curl with my comb. And so now I need to get her super wet again. I could just take her over to the sink and re-wet her, but
then we'd be out of frame.
So I'm just going to take this really fancy water bottle here and, yeah, get her all wet.
Okay, so for anybody who has seen some of my other videos, this is going to be, so she's about to start basically the curly hair routine, right?
Yeah.
You're styling the curls now?
Yeah, I'm going to style the curls now.
And this is going to be a much more natural looking, much more badass, like, rocker hairstyle. So for anyone who has ever looked at my other videos and been like, but she looks like Shirley Temple, why would I want that? This is for you. This is.
I always look at your videos and I'm like, oh my god, those are the most perfect curls I've ever seen in my life. I don't think I've ever made any like that.
It's the curly girl syndrome, though, because you are your own worst critic.
Yeah.
And you have, you know, especially if you've not liked your curls for a long time and you finally figure out how to make them behave.
Yeah.
And then you just can't bring yourself to mess them up.
Yeah, yeah. You can't go back.
Yeah.
You just can't go back.
Yeah.
Okay. So, I'm just using a Denman to just like brush out her hair and re-intact her curls together. This is, I don't know, in my opinion, entirely unnecessary. But this brush is right next to me, so I'm going to use it. But you could not use any, like literally you could just re-wet your hair and then scrunch it and your curls would go back together. I'm just trying to eliminate as much frizz as possible. Okay. There we are. And you can slide down so that I don't choke you. There we are. So I'm just going to use gravity as my my best aid here.
Forward like 2 inches, like towards the door.
Oh yeah.
Because we're kind of out of frame.
Yeah. There we are. Yeah, that's much better. I'm gonna use gravity as my best aid here. And I'm just going to just do a little bit more finger styling, finger coiling with her curls right through her bangs. Everything else, not a big deal. And if you ever finger coil your curl and the curl's like, bleh, and it just like doesn't look good at all, just twirl it the other direction.
Honestly, that is such a pro tip. And that's true of diamond brush coiling too.
Yeah.
It's hilarious. Like I'll have a curl that curled in the right direction will be like definitely 2C, 3A. And if I go in the wrong direction against the natural curl pattern, it's straight. Like it just kind of like, it's like no, I don't go in that direction.
There we are. Okay, beautiful. Now I'm gonna go in and I'm just gonna do a little quick hit with my refresh. This is Unite's Bling collection. That's what that looks like. So
it's linked in my bio as well, so you can go check those out.
And this is great for prepping your curls before you diffuse or before you put your curl defining creams in or your mousses, whatever you use. And it's also really good as like a refresher on day 2, on day 3, if you have some curls that are misbehaving and just twirling and not doing you any favors, you can put a hit of this in, and it really helps to just refresh the curl and rehydrate your curl. And now I'm going in with the famous Boing curl defining cream. There's nothing better than this stuff.
I love that
this
product.
To Gal when she started having problems with her less curly products. And neither of us have ever gone back. I sometimes I diffuse my hair too. I have a very, very different curl pattern than Gal. It's like entirely different than Gal. So if you guys want to see that, I can definitely make a video of me styling my own hair curly. I have that
I want to see that.
Yeah. Actually, that's a good idea. I have I'll make like a getting ready with me video. But I have that curly hair that surprises you. It's like a sneak attack curl. It's like when I get out of the shower and I brush my hair and I let it air dry, it's like straight. Like I have like mildly wavy, barely curly hair. And then when I diffuse it and I actually put the right products in and put some effort into it, it's like curly. It's like curly. Not like Gal's curly, but it's curlier than wavy.
Yeah, I've seen I don't know if I've seen it at its most curly, but I've seen you certainly wearing it curly, and you have so much volume too.
Yeah, and that happened after I had kids. Before I had kids, my hair was kind of straight hair. I had a bit of wave, but not so much.
I get that comment all the time on my videos that people either lose their curl or they gain their curl after
after babies.
Pregnancy, yeah.
Oh my God, hormones. Hormones dictate your curl pattern 100 times over. Like your everything about your hair. It dictates the color. It dictates the curl pattern, the growth pattern. Sometimes people develop cowlicks and whirls when they.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I never knew that.
Yeah, it's crazy. Okay. Let us know if you can hear us.
You should be able to hear us. You just have to yell over it.
Yeah, can you guys hear us?
Only 9 people.
I'm growing out a pixie. Yeah. So do yourself a favor for those growing out pixies. You want your hair to grow long, so you don't want to cut it. But you have to change the shape of your haircut without changing the length. If you cut that. Okay, thanks guys.
So here's a question for you. When it comes to heat protectant, so I was using a heat protectant that had silicone in it, and I loved how it made my hair feel, of course. But I did find, like after a few days, the curls would get weighed down, and just get a lot less curly since
Yeah.
I don't wash my hair that often, right?
Yeah.
So I guess the thing I've been wondering is when I use the leave-in conditioner and the curl defining cream, is that acting as a heat protectant, or do I also need a heat protectant on top of that?
No. The Boing products, all of the night products have some heat protectant active ingredients in them.
Okay.
You don't have to worry about a heat protector while you're using the night products. The moisture stick also has some like agents that act like a sun blocker, so they're gonna be really good for protecting the colors when you're in the sun. Sun will definitely some color out of your.
Okay. Oh, that's good to know. 'Cause it's funny, I haven't been using a heat protectant. I usually use the night bling. And yeah, like it hasn't, typically use a mixture of high heat and like medium heat or whatever, low heat on there.
Yeah.
And I never use cold, like you know my hair.
Yeah,
I would be here all day.
Yeah.
So, and it doesn't seem to have damaged my hair at all.
Yeah.
So I was wondering if maybe the products that I was already using are enough to
protect it.
yeah.
Yeah. I mean, definitely, and also you're styling your hair like once a week.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true, right?
Yeah. Yeah, it's interesting all the videos you've been pointing out about sleep protection.
Yeah.
I can't believe what a huge difference that's made.
It's
Insane, eh?
yeah, it's great. Like it blows my mind. I'm always so impressed. And now, like, I honestly like my hair more every day because it gets a little bit messier, and I usually get more volume, like every day. So like on day 5, often I like my curls better than day 1. Oh my god, do I really have to wash my hair today? It looks so good.
That's so funny, eh?
Yeah.
Like people from different ethnicities have been using silk scrubs in their hair for the dawn of time. It's like a cycle that you can cover it now. Makes such a big difference.
Yeah, it really does. Here's a question that I got recently. Because I just did a post about like how I wash my hair less frequently. And I did say if you're hesitant to stop using sulfates, which is not really what I mean. I'm not against using sulfates to wash your hair. I think everybody needs to clarify their hair. Some people need sulfates more often than other people.
Right.
But I had one girl say she tried to go sulfate free for 6 months, and her hair was like way oilier than it had ever been. Yeah. And like my gut reaction was, well, I mean, it depends on so much. But I'm not saying you should never clarify. And if you have low porosity hair, like my hair gets buildup on it really, really easily. So like I need to be doing something like clarifying somewhat regularly. And since I only wash my hair only every 5 or 6 days,
Yeah. I'd be like third wash.
I'm pretty, yeah, like I'm clarifying. Well, and the shampoo I'm using is like clay based, which would that be a clarifying shampoo or no?
I don't know. That's your question.
It's pretty, yeah. I mean, like it's technically most clays, like you could do a clay mask to clarify, but I don't know if it'll clarify. Like I don't know if it's a surfactant in the same way that sulfate does. But in that sense, so like I am using shampoo. I stopped co-washing my hair because I'm only washing my hair every 5, 6 days. Like I'm gonna shampoo every time I go in.
Yeah. My best advice out of the thousands and thousands of people that I've seen over the last 12 years at doing hair is do what's right for you. If you're seeing a lot of results with silicone-based products, use them until they don't work anymore. I don't know, like, if you see results using a clarifying shampoo once a week and you wash your hair 5 days a week and your hair feels silky and beautiful and long and it never breaks, and like, whatever. You do you. If you go to Walmart and you buy a product on sale for $2.99 and it's the best gum you've ever used, awesome. Keep using it. Yeah. Like, there's no such thing as right or wrong in the hair game. You just gotta figure out what's best for you. What's best for your budget, what works for your hair, and just do that.
People can get really hung up on the curly girl method, and I'm so happy that it works for so many people.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of people it doesn't work for.
Yeah.
And the only reason I don't do the curly girl method, aside from like the controversy surrounding the founder, is because I don't have to. And it's so strange that if I don't have to, I get great results not following it, so
Yeah.
so why do it?
I am in love with this user.
I love it too.
It's so big.
It's linked in my bio.
The bigger the diffuser, the better. Like, I just love it.
It'll take me forever to diffuse. It's so funny when I go live. People are always like, because my lives are usually about 2.5 hours when I'm doing my hair at home.
No.
Yeah.
Wow. That's so long.
It's so long, but it's because while I'm doing the diamond brush, like if I'm doing it by myself, it only takes me like 20 minutes probably, right? But if I'm explaining what I'm doing while I'm going, it's going to take me 45 minutes. But what takes the longest is blow drying my hair. So like, you'll leave and I'll just try to blow dry my hair and you'll come back an hour later and I'm still blow drying my hair.
Yeah.
Especially with all the product in it. Like blow drying my hair with no product in it is one thing. It'll take, 30 minutes or something or 20 minutes. But if I have a lot of product in my hair, and I use a lot more product than I used to because that's what makes my hair last so long.
Yeah.
So maybe day one my hair might look like it has too much product in it. But realistically, wash day takes a lot out of me. I'm not leaving the house after that anyways.
That's as much as you can muster.
Yeah. What are your plans today? I'm gonna shampoo.
You wash my hair.
Yeah.
You spend 2 hours styling.
Yeah. Go live with all my friends on TikTok.
How long does it take you from top to bottom if you're not bottom?
To do my whole curl routine.
Yeah.
If I'm not live, it takes me like 20 minutes to style my hair, and then however long it will normally take you to diffuse your hair. I diffuse my hair like slowly until it's bone dry because I find that's how
Your volume rises.
yeah, I lose a lot of curl and volume if I don't let it get 100% dry. And realistically, that means 40 minutes of blow drying.
Okay.
So it's a good hour, it's an hour-long routine.
Yeah.
But I know a lot of people are like, well, I don't have time to do that before work. Yeah, neither do I. I do that full routine, and it lasts me 5 days, and in between, I'm doing like 10, 15-minute refreshes in the morning to do my hair. They probably more like 5, 10 minutes.
Yeah.
So I spend an hour, maybe an hour and a half out of that day to do my hair for 5 days worth of hair. So for me, it's worth it. I get that if you've got like, twins who are under 2 years old, you're probably not gonna do that.
Yeah.
But it's just,
It doesn't mean though that they can't take 1 or 2 or even 3 of the methods that we teach on your profile, apply them into their life.
absolutely.
Maybe their curls won't turn out exactly like yours do, exactly as designed if they don't take the time to style it like that.
Yeah.
Or they don't take the time to really diffuse it until it's dry.
Yeah.
But it will, 100%,
Yeah.
turn out better than if you did nothing.
Maybe all you have time for is to add a deep conditioner once every 2 weeks and to wear sleep protection at night. And like scrunch and gel when you get out of the shower.
Yeah.
Even those things will make a difference.
What brand is the diffuser?
It's Saba Black Orchid and it's linked in my bio. dryer with a diffuser attached for $2. That's what I did for the first.
You're not done yet, but just to state for the record, this is my diffuser. It's a Babyliss. Oh, I'm really close. Sorry. Babyliss Pro. And this is what it looks like. That's kind of how deep my pocket is. You can see the prongs, like this is how deep it is. And you can see the prongs come out. And I do like it, but now look at gals.
Yeah. So it's
like,
nice.
Look, so it's such a huge pocket. If you have maybe bob length hair and it's more wavy. Actually, no, I can't think of a time where this will ever be better than this. This is just like the cat's ass. It's the meow. It's good.
Yeah. It's nice to be able to fit more of your hair inside the diffuser at once.
Yeah. It prevents your mirror and the curls from being toppled and causing curls.
Yeah. So if you can buy a new diffuser, and be careful, it's not a universal fit diffuser. I mean, I feel like it's a really universal fit. There's so many different shapes of blow dryers. But there is like an insert that you can take out of the inside so that it can fit 2 different sizes of blow dryer. But I went to a Reddit thread and found out which blow dryer fits it, and I ordered that blow dryer.
This is the Conair Infinite Flow. You really don't need anything special.
I
It's
spent
like
my
a
money
little
on the
tiny,
diffuser.
a little tiny travel size blow dryer, and like it produces some heat. But honestly, if you buy a better blow dryer, the bells catch on inside time.
Yeah. That will maybe be my next investment.
I've had so many diffusers over the years, and never seen one so big. Ew.
And
Me too.
I did my homework to find this one. Like, legit.
Yeah, kid. You were the one who showed me this diffuser.
I did so much research. And I got the website naturallycurly.com is such a great resource, and I really trust the articles that are on there. And they have so many articles about like great leave-in conditioners for, high frosty hair, or for fine curls, or, the best diffusers for curly hair. And I go there a lot as like a resource to find out what products to try. And one of the first, really years ago, before I really started learning how to style my curls, I did try a product out there, Jessie Curl. Have you heard of Jessie Curl?
Mm-hmm.
And I actually, if I had known how the technique to use with it, I think that product would have been great. So Jessie Curl I learned about from naturallycurly.com. If you don't know your hair texture, like what type of curl pattern you have, 2A, 3A, whatever, and you want to learn that, naturallycurly.com has a great texture quiz. Am I sitting up?
Yeah, you take your time.
Oh, my lower back is seizing.
Okay.
Okay, let's move the chair over and maybe forward a little bit.
Okay, well we're gonna spin you forward. Actually.
Okay.
We're gonna make you flip your head forward.
Okay.
Can you do that for a bit?
Yeah.
Okay. So put your feet on the ground, and then put your yes, exactly. Exactly.
Okay. Am I in frame?
Sorry, come up a little bit. I'm just going to
Up all the way?
yeah, re-wet your bangs. You were sitting back for so long.
You diffuse wrong. If you go back to my videos, I just posted a video that has a couple of like tips that have really helped me with how I diffuse my hair. It's not that these tips are going to work for everyone, but they have made all the difference for my hair. So they're definitely worth checking out that video and just trying out to see if they work for you. When I'm at home, I don't like tilt backwards like that. I wish I could, but I don't have anything to hold my blow dryer
Yeah.
down there. But I'd much prefer having all the curls like away from my face like this.
Using gravity is definitely going to be one of your best tools to
Yeah.
achieving volume at the root.
I wonder if I can buy like a stand for my blow dryer. Probably.
Honestly, I really don't think that is going to make that much of a difference.
Yeah, but
Like
also
if you flip it one side and then the next side and kind of just like pull
Yeah.
it forward.
But I do find because I'm kind of flipping forward side to side, the curls like around the side, they're all coming forward.
Mm-hmm.
And it is nice when these are going away from your face because they just get in your, they're less annoying. Like,
Yeah,
for the next couple of days.
Okay. Flip forward. And then I'm just going to put a little bit of Boing Curl Defining Cream into her bangs and kind of through the front area of her hair because I really didn't get very well. I didn't get her hair coated very well through here because I knew I was going to turn her in a different direction and re-wet her anyway. If you have bangs, yeah, you definitely want to style them going in the direction that they're gonna lay. Does that make sense? Like if your bangs are gonna lay on your forehead, that's the way you want to style them. You don't want to style them going back because you just have no control over what's gonna happen if you do that, where they're gonna split or anything like that. So
what temp and speed is a blow dryer at? High. I know there's lots of information out there that says that you shouldn't blow dry your hair on really high heat, but I just don't understand how to hair dries. It would just take forever. Heat, especially with a diffuser, is what is drying your hair because the diffuser nozzle muffles the speed of which the air comes out so that it's not blowing in a direct pattern. So it's not blowing your hair around like this, right? It's just coming out and diffusing into the diffuser, and it's the heat that's drying your hair. So, yeah, if you feel like your hair getting really frizzy, you can lower the volume, but I would always keep using it. Oh, and here's a fun tip. Pro tip. Halfway through diffusing your hair, it's gonna get frizzy. Like all of it. It always gets frizzy. It doesn't matter if I do really curly hair or smooth hair or unfair. It's always halfway through. You're always like, oh, what's happening? Oh God, this is scary. And then just like keep going. Just keep going. And then by the end of it, you're like, oh, now it's starting to make sense. And then your hair is crunchy and it's in a cap, and you're like, ooh, okay. And then you scrunch, you rub your knuckles together to break up the cap, and all of a sudden it just becomes so big and so voluptuous, and the frizz is gone. So like you have to do it until it's 100% dry. Halfway through, you're like, ooh, this isn't working out. So by the time you reach the finish end, beauty. Mallory, what are some other haircuts that you love doing with really curly hair? Some other haircuts I love doing with really curly hair. Right now, I'm into round shapes and volume. I love volume. I love it. I love it in curly hair. I love curly bangs. I love volume. I love lots of texture and lots of layers. And I love any length of curly hair. But I always love it when majority of your volume and your weight sits around your head and around your eyes. I'm not a huge fan of when the waistline sits beneath the jaw because I just find it's not flattering to your face shape and your fingers. And hair is your best asset. It's your best tool. It's just, yeah, you can really do a lot with it. It's like men with their beards and they're not shaping and defining their beards to make them look really like fair and simple and cut. I'm like, you're wasting it. You're wasting it. What are you doing? It's the same with women's hair. You always want to hold the volume around this area of the head so that it's going to pull up the cheekbone, define the jawline, and just give them a really nice shape, really flattering shape. That would be nice to break a cast with oil. That'd be beautiful. Yeah, beautiful. And make the hair so great. The hardest part is breaking the cast. Yeah, it can be hard. You just really gotta work it, get your hands in there, rub those knuckles together without breaking the curl apart. So it'll break up the product and you'll see your curl totally expand. It'll be so much fuller. That's when your volume will really, really come out is once you break up the cast. And you know, curly hair is not fragile. Like, don't be afraid to touch it and really kind of break it up in the middle. Hello.
Hey. Hey, girl. Hey, how you doing down there?
Good.
Here we are. Come on up. Okay, so we
Oh
haven't
my
cut her
God.
bangs at all.
It's looking amazing though.
Okay. Here. Stand up. I'm going to move you over. Shift you this way. Perfect.
Move forward a little bit.
Move forward?
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess we're doing fine tuning now.
Yeah. If that's okay.
Yeah.
I know you probably have to get in here, but
That's cool.
it's looking so good, eh? Just wait until I can see past these bangs.
Yeah. Okay. Let's see.
The other thing I really love using hair oil for is my hair, you know, I only wash it every 4 or 5 days or so. And around my neck line, of course, the curls will start to get a little bit matted and I don't want to leave that. So I will often like take a curl or like what is now like turning into a bit of a mat. And I'll brush it out fully. Now around my neckline is the curliest part of my hair. So like it's very, very curly. So I'll brush it out, totally detangle it, and I'll add a little bit of hair oil and finger curl it again. So without even wetting it, I can reshape that curl and it goes back to looking like a day one curl.
Nice.
Oh, I can see on one side.
So, I don't know if you can see if my head's in the way. My big head's in the way.
No, I think
I'm literally just taking it curl by curl. This one's that long. I'm just cutting it to what seems to visually be the appropriate amount.
I had somebody ask me the other day, how short should I ask them to make my bangs?
You should just ask them to cut them dry.
Yeah.
And then, you know, you can take a little bit by little bit, but I always recommend to like looking at pictures and just bringing in pictures of lengths that seem like the best fit for you. There we go. So I feel like with Gal, she can see, but I really want to open this space up right here because it's still a little too long.
And my bangs are definitely the least curly part of my entire head. Or maybe not just my bangs, also like along my part line. Like there's such a drastic difference in the curl pattern there compared to the underneath.
Every time I cut your hair, I always think that you look like Baby.
Baby! I definitely have her hair.
Yeah, man. I love it. I love that movie.
Yeah. That's the other thing you can use hair oil for is breaking up curl clumps.
Yeah.
If you have, more so if you're using a Demnon brush, but I just saw you doing that too.
Yeah, one of our viewers said that she uses it to break up cast.
Oh yeah.
I was like, that's smart. See, like this curl is like not perfect, and I just like don't hate it. Like I love it. I love imperfect curls. I like it when there's like little frizz. I like kind of roughen up the root. And just like, and this is with no root product too. You can see those snips that I made that's giving her those random tendrils that just like are flying in different directions. That's what gives it that really interesting look that adds kind of a certain character to it.
It looks so good, Mallory.
So this one is a little clumped together. I'm just gonna break her up. Break her up. If you grab some oil, that'd be a good idea.
Oh, it's so soft. That's one of the things I love about the Unite Boing products. I love how they feel my hair.
Yeah, they're not too bad. I have heard people who are not quite as experienced with like products and stuff like that, and they're like, I can feel it in my hair. I'm like, yeah, girl, what do you expect?
Well,
you want to be able
to,
yeah,
you're gonna be able to feel it.
You want to be able to feel it. That's how you know that it's effective. It's doing its job. It's
Yeah.
still soft. It's still touchable.
Yeah.
It's not going to be like you're not wearing anything, but isn't that the point?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm taking like
I've never used a curly hair product though that like worked and also didn't feel like I had anything in my hair.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't trust this.
Yeah.
This is a serum by Osis. It's called Magic. I'm pretty sure this stuff has silicones in it. Sure feels like it, but it's like the best stuff ever. It's legit magic. It really is. And it has a pretty high shine quality too, so it'll make your curls really, really shiny. And you can take Magic in your hands and just run it over your whole, like you can just literally grab
Oh,
your
it
ponytail
smells so good.
and just run it down the hair shaft.
Oh, one sec. Hi, Melanie. I don't know if you're still in here. Some people that join a lot of my lives.
Oh,
My
fun.
friends. My TikTok
friends.
friends.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
It's really cool, eh? The kind of community that you can make on TikTok.
Look how long it is, eh? Oh my god.
I just cut
It honestly looks like you took no length off.
I did. I took
I believe
a chunk
you.
off of it.
Yeah. But it just goes to show at the end it gets so fine when it's like,
Yeah,
oh, like it just needs to be cut.
So I'm actually finding that when I kind of push your hair forward, actually no. Yeah, I find it looks like a little weighted through the bottom when I push all of your hair forward.
Okay.
But when you're just wearing it like naturally and there's still lots of tendrils that's coming to the back and you still have all that length, this is the shape that I'm seeing. I'm seeing a bit rounded, nice volume right through the crown, and then a lot of volume through the sides, and then it gets kind of in that diamond shape.
Yeah.
I love that diamond shape. Okay, this is a product that I love it so much. It's powder.
Oh, it's a volume one?
Yeah, you guys like Can you see it? Can you see the kind of like
Ooh,
powder you missed?
Yeah.
I love this product. It's so voluminous and it adds so much hold. Like if you have someone whose bangs tend to
Can I see it?
split,
Yeah.
put this in your bangs and your bangs will just like stay exactly where you want them to in that perfect kind of clump formation.
You good? Do you need to take that?
Oops, sorry. My husband's calling me.
Sorry, happy. Cool. That's very cool. I need to buy something for volumizing because I've been using, so I use an alcohol-free hairspray, which I've been really, really happy with actually. So it's obviously not alcohol-free, but it doesn't have any ethanol in it or whatever. But so I put it, I dry my hair and then I add an alcohol-free hairspray and then I blow dry again because of course it doesn't dry as quickly.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, we like that.
Mm-hmm.
But I add it, A, so my curl clumps don't reform as much, but B, to try and get volume to hold. And it's not, obviously, that's not really the hairspray's purpose.
Yeah. Hairspray is good for like, I barely ever use hairspray.
Holding shape, sort of?
Yeah, holding shape.
Yeah.
Yeah, holding shape. Like if I'm gonna do an updo and I really want it to last, or like kind of like smoothing and making sure my ponytail doesn't fall, I would put some hairspray in there. But yeah, it's not strong enough to hold volume.
No, it's not. So I might
This
try
stuff
this
is
one.
amazing too, especially if you have any kind of oily hair.
Okay.
Because
is it a bit of a dry shampoo type product?
It's way more strong. It's way stronger than dry shampoo.
Okay. How does it compare to the Moroccan oil texturizing spray that you used to use?
Just really different products. The texturizing spray is kind of like a cross breed between a dry shampoo and a hairspray.
Okay.
So it adds lots of texture, lots of hold, but it has that kind of dry grittiness of a dry shampoo.
Right.
Where this is like dry shampoo on steroids. It's
Okay.
like only belongs really at the root, and it's gonna soak up any natural oil and just like really give a lot of grit.
Okay.
Like a lot of grit.
Okay.
Where dry shampoo, oftentimes you can kind of feel it in your hair, but not that much. This you can feel. It feels stiff.
So I'm curious to see how it holds up for tomorrow.
Yeah.
Because if I like it, I might get it. Because this is always, I think for so many people right through here where you're trying to get that volume to stick around. And I have so many people who have fine hair and it can be such a struggle.
Yes, that is the perfect product for fine hair. Oh, you were right. Hey guys, this is pretty much it. This is pretty much the curly wolf cut.
Yay! Melanie tried the air spray that I've been using. Or have you tried it or did you just buy it? I'm obsessed with it. I love it. Oh, the product you mean. One second. Is that gonna hold? Maybe. I'll let you know. I end up liking the product. I'll let you know how it feels tomorrow because, as you guys know, I leave my hair for like several days at this point. So if I'm gonna wake up and it just feels too like heavy or gritty and it feels like I need to wash my hair again right away, it won't be a good fit. But I do love the results. Oh my god. Okay, we're gonna just do this for a second. What do you think, guys? I think she nailed it. Okay. So if you're just joined and you feel like you just missed all the good stuff, well, you did. You can check it out. Oh, there's an echo. That's what Yeah. Okay, we're gonna figure that out for next time.
Yeah, guys.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you very much. I'm going to post the full live replay on YouTube if you want to follow me there, unedited, so you can watch the whole haircut. Okay. And then we'll make a couple of short TikToks that go through kind of some of the highlight reels of all of Mallory's knowledge that she was dropping today. Did that echo just get worse, maybe? Okay, bye. That's weird. Maybe they left already. Okay. Anyways, yeah. Any last minute questions before we hop off? I'll give them a second. But Mallory, thank you so much. I love it.
You're welcome. Anytime.
The salon you're at is in Ottawa,
Ontario, in the Byward Market.
Hair Republic, Hair Republic Byword. You can find us on Instagram. I'm also on Instagram at Mallory Does Your Hair. Of course, on TikTok at Mallory Does Your Hair. And I'm probably going to post a live with you as well. Like whatever you post for the live, I'll post that as well. So
Yeah,
you guys can catch me there as well.
Yeah. And she also does a phenomenal balayage